Rumor has it, CBS discussing replacement for Alex Kurtzman on Star Trek. Hello, I'm Mr. Nailsin. Yes, a rumor indicates that Sherry Redstone, the chairman, or chairwoman rather, of the board following the CBS-Viacom merger, has already given Kurtzman the boot. The rumor comes courtesy of Twitter user Oliver Frank 10. Yes. Oliver writes, "Okay, folks, new rumors for you, fresh from my source. Not even an hour old, but take it as a rumor. Spread the word, my friends. Redstone decided to axe Kurtzman. Yes, you've heard right. Apparently CBS is already discussing who should replace Kurtzman as the head of Star Trek. My source says on their list are names like Ira Stephen Bear and Ronald D. Moore." Well, now that sounds too good to be true, but let's hope so, huh? With Doug Drexler somehow being involved. Probably lead designer for ships or something like that. And oh boy, do they need that, because, man, Bad Robot and Secret Hideout just can't design spaceships to save their lives. They're terrible in both Star Wars and Star Trek. They can only, borrow from what's already been established. They can't, leap beyond that. But anyway, so the names on the list are not connected to Bad Robot or Secret Hideout, which, yeah, that's excellent. Also, don't believe the positive feedback on Picard. Like I said 2 weeks ago, it's all fake. Influencers were told that Sherry Redstone will ultimately kill Star Trek if Picard fails. That's just wrong. She doesn't intend to do that. Anyway, CBS discussing replacing Secret Hideout and Alex Kurtzman means that the rumors about Seth MacFarlane are wrong. Yeah, there was this rumor that Seth MacFarlane was going to get in a deal with NBC Universal to buy Star Trek, but that the CBS wanted too much money for it, so they walked. It's probably much ado about nothing, and probably didn't really happen. MacFarlane at one point pitched an idea to do a Star Trek series, and he was rejected. And he went on to do Orville, which is more Star Trek than Star Trek now. So that ship has sailed, and so it's unfortunate. If they had picked him, they'd probably be in a lot better position right now. But, well, they didn't. So, yes, the 4chan leak already said that, but now I was able to get more details. After all, it makes no sense to call for a replacement if you sell the franchise. That's right, because you don't need the replacement. You don't have it anymore. So, no, they're going to hold on to Star Trek, I believe. I don't really think they would sell it off just yet. My source makes it clear that we might get more details on this matter in May, about the time the Destination Star Trek takes place. It's possible that Kurtzman might be out in June this year. Not soon enough. I just received an update on the situation at CBS. Here's what I got. Good news! Yesterday, Alex Kurtzman, seemingly enraged about the current situation. Oh, you're enraged? Went straight to Sherry Redstone's office and outright demanded he's not going to pay a lot for this muffler. Oh, well, that really betrays my age. No, he demanded that Section 31 show to happen. That's just been going nowhere for a while now. Boy, you went right to our office, huh? How'd that work out? Oh, yeah. So, arguing that it's part of his contract, he tried to convince, or shall we say, blackmailing her to yield and allow him to start production of the series. She outright rejected, yeah. I believe Alex Kurtzman had, what was it, a 5-year contract, a 5-year mission, worth, I forget how many millions, $25 million contract with CBS back in June 2018. And at the time, CBS Television Studios President David Staff said, there's a very short list of writer, producer, directors that every film and television studio wants to be associated with. And Alex and his secret hideout team are always on the top. I mean, come on. Why? I mean, their one television success that's really can be said as a success was the reboot of Hawaii Five-0, and that's about it. I don't think the others did as well. I guess the Magnum PI thing's still going. I don't know, but there's nothing there. He couldn't get any of the movie projects going. Spider-Man, the Universal Monsters deal with the Mummy. And then the Star Trek thing went south. They got one good movie out of that, and that's more to do with Abrams and Lindelof, I suppose. And then, of course, he did better when he had his crazy partner Robert Orci, but yeah, he was crazy, and they went their separate ways. And now look at him; he's got nothing. So, oh boy, what a mess! It continues to be such, doesn't it? Well, hopefully Sherry Redstone is here to save the day, and she needs to. You need to move fast on this and stop the bleeding, because they don't have any ideas of stories. I mean, even Picard is better than Star Trek Discovery. It is. But it's really, in 3 episodes in, it's showing the signs that there's not a lot of material there. Most of it's stolen from probably Brian Fuller, and retreading old material that the original series did, and kind of in spite of it, in the fact that a lot of that was detailed out, and so it doesn't quite make sense in this context with the Federation, being xenophobic and all that. So it looks like they didn't have enough material for the number of episodes they have. So it's got to drag out, and a lot of filler there and stuff like that. And that, oh God, you just can't afford to do that, especially after 2 seasons of disaster with Star Trek Discovery. So it's probably a little late, and hopefully not too late. But I don't know. But boy, Ronald D. Moore comes on board. Names like that, the excitement could, be generated to give it another shot and see what they can do. And you could have a bold new Star Trek going on again, and that would be great. But right now, just watch Expanse and Orville. That's what you got. Orville, of course, Orville's a good show. I don't think it would have benefited. I mean, it benefits from the mess that Star Trek is in. So had Star Trek been really great and good, then Orville would probably it probably would have been canceled by now. Even though it's a good show, but it's too much of the same thing. So it really benefited it greatly from Star Trek just being garbage. So if Star Trek is able to revive, but by then Orville probably would have enough seasons in it to make it a complete show there, and you can, hey, we did a good job, and you move on to something else. So could be a win-win for everybody. Meanwhile, Viacom CBS, which is the name of the new company that merged, which is another deal that solves a lot of the licensing problems that Star Trek has faced recently. Now it has one single entity that owns it. They want to launch yet another streaming service, but rather an expansion of CBS All Access. So they'll go ahead and fold it in, which a lot of them are going to end up doing. I think certainly Disney Plus and Hulu will probably become one thing. But anyway, so they're going to launch that, and probably hoping they'll have a new Star Trek that's better than what they've had to put on that. But the new one will include Comedy Central, Paramount Network, which I didn't even know still existed, BET, MTV, and CBS News. And it'll offer news and sports. Well, sports, the news, well, as well as scripted and unscripted content. Oh, okay, so that includes the news. For the new CBS All Access, I guess, is what they'll just keep the name and just say they're going to expand it. So there you go. Stuff happening for them, and they really need to get serious and clean house with Star Trek and start over. Just start over. And a clever writer could fix this. They could go in, and just simple as, well, that was an alternate reality or something along those lines, and make it work. And then they could. And, well, if they can get Ronald D. Moore, I think that goes a long way in healing the wounds inflicted upon Star Trek, so that it can once again live long and prosper.